Some say coincidences don't exist, that fate is always watching, silently guiding events from the shadows. But what if something else, something darker, also waits in those shadows? One man's terrifying morning might just prove that true horror lurks closer than you think.
Have you ever felt unseen eyes watching you in the dark? Welcome to Nightfall Crypt, where shadows whisper, the unknown lingers, and every story is waiting for you to listen, if you dare.
A few months ago, my wife and I were barely holding our marriage together. We'd reached a breaking point, staying together only for our 2 young children. After yet another heated argument, she asked me to leave temporarily. With nowhere else to go, strained relationships had burned my bridges. I packed clothes into large plastic bins and moved into my truck, sleeping in various spots near my workplace. After a few days, we reconciled enough for me to return home, though tensions remained high. I didn't unpack, sleeping instead on the couch, leaving my belongings in the truck. Every morning, I'd wake at 3:45 a.m., dress quickly, start my truck, and head to work by 4 o'clock. But one particular morning, things changed. My alarms always rang in precise intervals, with the final one, set for 3:45 a.m., playing a loud, jarring song to ensure I woke immediately. Yet, strangely, that morning, the alarm blared at exactly 3:47. It startled me awake with an unusual intensity, almost violently shattering my sleep. Confused but still groggy, I stepped outside. Immediately, my heart sank. A chilling sight greeted me. The truck's cargo and dome lights shone brightly, the door slightly ajar. I shrugged it off, assuming I'd left it partially open or my wife had retrieved something overnight. Starting the truck to warm it up, I retrieved my clothes, got ready, and left without incident. Yet, as I drove, anxiety slowly crept in. My handgun, normally stored securely, had recently been left in the glove box because its holster had broken. Driving through dangerous neighborhoods during peak crime hours necessitated that precaution. Though irresponsible, I'd been diligent in locking the vehicle nightly, except, apparently, last night. On my drive, dread enveloped me as I realized the gun was missing. Then another chilling thought followed. The dome and cargo lights automatically turn off after about 10 minutes. That meant someone had been in my truck mere moments before I woke. Had my alarm rung at its usual time, I'd have stepped outside precisely when the intruder was present, potentially staring down the barrel of my own gun. Coincidences stacked further. My neighbor, who always smoked outside early in the morning, overslept that day. Another neighbor, known for staying up late monitoring his elaborate security system, had oddly chosen to sleep just 5 minutes before the intrusion. Everything had aligned too perfectly to prevent confrontation. A minute, sooner or later, and things could have turned deadly. Could luck alone orchestrate this sequence, or was something else at play? As weeks passed, sleep became a struggle. Shadows took sinister shapes. Every creak or thump jolted my heart awake. I now question reality. Were these truly mere coincidences, or was something supernatural silently orchestrating events? What if fate isn't always kind? Perhaps sometimes something darker intervenes, watching, waiting, choosing moments to strike or spare. Was this luck, or was I saved by something unseen, watching from the darkness? I no longer know what to believe.
And so, the shadows stretch further, and the mystery only deepens. But this is far from the end. It's merely the beginning. What lingers beyond the door? Who is whispering your name? And what is that shifting in the corner of your eye? The answers await in the next chapter of these chilling tales. Subscribe to Nightfall Crypt and hit the notification bell, because the crypt's secrets are endless and the darkness never sleeps. Until next time, stay in the light if you can.